Mariko here from Vegerasta.com, and today we are going to make a delicious soup, sweet potato and mushroom creamy soup. We are going to use a few different ingredients as well as the cashew nuts to create that lovely creaminess. And we're gonna start from frying our garlic and shallot. So I'm going to warm the pot a little bit, and I'm going to use around 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. And we're gonna start frying the shallots first. I'm going to use 1 large banana shallot and also 3 large garlic cloves. And for this recipe particularly, I'm going to make it a little bit more smoky in flavor. So nowadays you can find smoked garlic in most supermarkets. So I'm using the smoked garlic for this recipe. But of course the normal fresh garlic is absolutely fine if you cannot find it. So we're gonna start frying the shallots first, and they will need to get slightly translucent, so we're gonna wait for that. And once they start getting soft, we will add the garlic. And right now the shallots are getting much softer, so it's time to add our garlic. And I'm going to also add a little bit of sea salt, so the onion and garlic, they will get softer much faster. Just ensure that it's not burning, and if necessary you can add a tiny bit of olive oil just to ensure that it's not sticking to the bottom of your pan. And the next step, I'm going to use 2 different types of mushrooms. So I'm going to use 250 grams of chestnut mushrooms that I sliced. They are not very thin slices, because we want the soup to have that crunchiness and actually feel the mushrooms in the soup. So I'm going to add them right now, and I'm going to fry them with the onion for a short while. And also I'm going to add a tiny bit of olive oil, so of course it's not sticking to the bottom. So we have 250 grams of the chestnut mushrooms, but you can use also the normal cup mushrooms. And additionally, I'm going to use 130 grams of shiitake, and I haven't really sliced them, I just cut them in halves, and there are 2 reasons for that. The first reason is to actually add that lovely creamy, kind of like the chewy texture to the soup, but also for the presentation purposes, because they are simply beautiful. But they cook very quickly, so we are going to add them at the end. And the mushroom soup is often prepared with the white potatoes, but in this recipe I'm going to do something completely different, and I'm going to use the sweet potato. And for this particular recipe I chopped 1 very large, like this size, sweet potato, that very soon we will add to our mushroom and onion mix. I just want to ensure that basically it's the mushrooms are a little bit more fried, and I'm going to add again a little bit more olive oil. And for literally 2-3 minutes we're gonna fry the sweet potatoes with the mushrooms. The potatoes and mushrooms are done. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna pour 4 cups of water to our vegetables, and we are going to bring it to the boil, and then we will add the rest ingredients and also make the creamy sauce. So we're gonna bring it to the boil right now, but also I want it to be boiled with the herbs, so I'm using 1 teaspoon of fresh thyme and also 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. And also a little bit of white pepper. And white pepper is much better for this recipe than the black pepper. So we're gonna wait till it starts boiling, and then we will simmer it till the sweet potatoes get soft. And right now, after simmering for around 5 to 8 minutes, the potatoes are soft, the mushrooms are also soft. So the next part is actually preparing the creamy addition to our soup. And here I'm going to use 3/4 of a cup of cashew nuts, and also 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and also 1 tablespoon of organic soya sauce. And it's very important that you are using not any soya sauce but the organic soya sauce, and here I am using the namashoyu sauce from Clear Spring. And also I'm going to mix it with 1 cup of water, and a few mushrooms from the soup, mushrooms and sweet potatoes. And now we're going to blend it and add to our soup. And for the time being, the soup is simmering very gently on the low heat, and we'll get the rest ready. Add it to our soup. It's lovely, creamy, lovely in color. So we are adding it to the rest of the soup. And also I'm going to use to add the shiitake mushroom at the end. Also add a little bit more of white pepper and some more sea salt. However, just a little bit, because I'm going to try it later. We're gonna mix it with the rest and bring to the boil once again for literally a few minutes, because of course we want the shiitake mushrooms to get softer. And after simmering for around 4 or 5 minutes, the shiitake mushrooms got lovely, soft. So I tried the soup, and we're gonna add a little bit more salt and also a little bit more white pepper, and really do try and, you know, add the spices to your taste, so you like the soup. You can also try to add different herbs. It tastes lovely with oregano or marjoram. If you can also get fresh dill, it is lovely to just sprinkle a little at the end on your bowl or on the plate. And right now the soup is ready, so we're going to serve it. And just look at the lovely mixture of colors. So we have the mushrooms, but also we have the colors of the sweet potatoes and the creaminess from blending the cashew, as well as the blending the cashews, as well as the rest of the ingredients that we had. So it's amazing, very amazing soup to warm you up during the winter, but it can be enjoyed at any time, and as you can see, it's very easy to prepare. So I hope you enjoy it, and take care and see you next time.